Welcome, welcome to Verses or Vibes. My name is Tim Hall. I am a member of the BAMS Fest team, and I will be one of your hosts for this week. So excited to have you all here with us tonight. Verses or Vibes is a battle. It's a virtual music competition where New England-based music artists compete to win $5,000 in cash and prizes, including a secured spot in BAMS Fest 2022. Yes, that is right. You heard it. We doing it. We back. Ain't no pandemic gonna keep us down. We in here. So I hope that this gets you all rightfully excited about next year, because you get to see, before the lineup is chosen and released, a couple of the one of the artists that will be on that stage. So very excited for you all. None of this would have been possible without our amazing sponsor, Berkshire Bank. So thank you so much to them for supporting this incredible program, as well as say thank you to our community partners. That's New England Mic Check Radio, the Record Company, Fahrenheit TV, the Black Cotton Club, and the Bridgeside Cypher. So thank you all so much to our community sponsors for supporting and amplifying this incredible event. Tonight is the kickoff. We're ready to watch our first contestant tonight, Paul Willis. Thank you so much to so many folks to supporting this program, supporting our artists. We're super excited to see this performance by Paul. As a reminder, stay tuned after the performance for a live Q&A with Paul. And the voting is open right now, so you can go to the BAMS Fest website. You can check out the chat in the online chat for the link. You can go to Paul Willis's Instagram. You can go to my Instagram. You can hit the link. No matter what, y'all can go ahead and vote. So I ain't gonna hold y'all. We about to jump right into it. Let's go for Paul Willis.
What's up, Boston? I am back like I never left. My name is Paul Willis, and I am so excited to be here with y'all, bringing you music from my new album, Wonderland. Thank you so much to BAMS Fest for putting all this together. This Versus or Vibes contest is no joke, for real. We also want to give a huge shout out to Studio Lab, because this is an amazing space to do this video and these performances in. So shout out to the crew that's working so hard behind the scenes. We're just gonna get right into this music, y'all. This first song is called Codman Square. I never got to explore, like old pages in a book that were tattered and torn. I try to pick the roses, then remember the thorns. I'ma die without knowing how I was born. This is for my sisters, I love y'all to death. You brought me so much joy and I brought you so much stress. Kai, Sharif, and Liz taught me how to forgive. And in my TV. I met my first blonde in high school. I can't imagine life without seeing me. Funny how it all changed since I moved. I wanna see it all back the way it was, but rose glass is exactly what nostalgia does. Things weren't as perfect as I thought it was. I had a lot of loss and a lot of love. I had a lot of pain and a lot of joy. I became a man when I was a little boy, making adult decisions as a youth. Common Square taught me a lot about the truth. So tell my auntie I'm coming back for some jerk chicken and more stories about my mom that I've been missing, and tales from the island that I've never been. I hope to go with Devin and Uncle Ken, and Brent can join and bring the boys. Family reunion in Jamaica will be a story. The close of one book and we start another. I got the rest of the world to discover. Yeah. Word. This next track I want to dedicate to one of my really good friends, Rasar Armani. He passed away in the last 2 weeks and was a literal giant in the hip-hop community back in Sacramento, where I've been spending my time. And now that I'm back in the city, this is actually the first time I think her family will get a chance to hear this song. So I want to also dedicate the song to Trishana, TK. We love you, we miss you, we wish you were still here to hear it, and I hope that your family is proud of this next track. It's called Ruggles. Growing up as a kid, I had to pick my spots. Middle of 3 games, I had to pick a block. Watching mom on drugs, wishing this would stop. Sleeping on trains, hoping I don't miss my stop. There's a thin line between love and hate, cause you either at the table or on a dinner plate. No fathers, they wanted my sister to pick a race. It was all fun and games until the fist to face. Nowhere safe, stitches, old bus stop on the corner. Never had dreams of moving to California. Pouring out the cars, wishing that was mine. Big Bird in my head helped me keep the time. Guru, Mr. Lip taught me about the struggle. My sister's kind, reapers who I looked up to. Patrick's rep in the hood kept me out of trouble. Things changed when I got off the train at Ruggles. That could never be destroyed. Chubby and black and I was cute. I was learning how to rap and learning how to hoop. My grandma wanted me to wear ties to school. I had stacks of library books that were overdue. It wasn't cool when you didn't have a block to rep. I didn't know the code, had to watch the trends. I just wanted to fit in, so I watched my friends. Couldn't figure where the hood stopped and I began. John stopped switching juices for the Heineken. I stopped wanting to lie and lie again. Bodies dropped and my friends I couldn't see anymore. So they started slapping stickers on backboards. I knew my way out cause my grandma had instilled in me. And she had this blood like you couldn't believe. The hood has never been a place I wanted to leave. We don't make it out alive, I make it out free. That could never be destroyed. Stories in my head about the place I wanna go, using books that I've read. Try to escape being one of the affiliated, but I can't seem to shake the blue and red. My summer nights were filled with love and loss. Like the time Trishana paid the cost. Hard to protect the innocence when it's lost, but I question if that was even there for us at all. Every character was plotting off to the story. Little did I know what was waiting for me was the executioner destroyed. That could never be destroyed. Word. This next track, I want to introduce the band because all this amazing music is so beautiful and this really couldn't be done without them. So here on the keys, we got Jeffrey Archie Jr. Y'all at home make some noise. He's amazing. We got Dominic Davis on the bass, an incredible, incredible musician. We got Shane on the drums. Y'all might know him as Blondie. See him around town. And my brother right next to me, Notebook P, on the vocals. Thank you so much for blessing us. Hopefully we get to see Notebook P at BAMS Fest soon, so. I want to dedicate this to my brothers. This next track is called Dudley. I was suspended in 7th grade. The road ain't always paved in gold. I couldn't save my soul. Adrenaline like a tidal wave. Money done all the way. Carrie begged me to stay. Your mama ain't coming home. Don't pick up the phone. You got to 7 straight. But I'm 15. Just begun to dream. Life ain't. It ain't what you prefer. Is this the meaning of a dream deferred? Is this what we mean to her? My grandma was sick, went to court, no resource, the judge forced this. Of course I was trapped in the middle of Central. French and Latin should've made me mental. I paid enough for this hell I went through, so I forced their hands and forced the issue. Every summer was wild. No less of a man, but a fatherless child. Mother almost had me on trial. Thank the Lord my rap sheet was clean. My brother shared a backseat with me. Shout out Ralph, that rap beat was clean. I know I can drop the month later. I'm storm, thinking I can be much greater if I want. Summer book fall is when I got jumped. Area 4 for pump, dribbling dunk. I was born back then, Brody. The album done, they could've had a gun. Chose not to run. 2 older cousins beating down on one. Just to start, kept me from jail. Gave Ace 300 for bail. He wanted me to tip the scale and live to tell the tale. So don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I try, yeah, not to lose my head. We were stupid kids looking for retirement. Failing class, selling marijuana. We were stupid kids escaping life through this music. Hard times of sacrifice, trying to stay alive. I survived, seeing my hood gentrified. Used to ride down to Dudley at 5:45, read the news, write the code from my eye. I used to wonder who I could be since was Ivy League, and my bro was enrolled in the streets. Trying to honor roll, my friends knocked off like dominoes. The father knows it's the agony and defeat. What is hope when you're statistic? I was told you could dream if you listen. Every time another person went missing. Could have been in a grave or served a sentence. But if Malcolm ran the streets and his name on them, then I know I can do my thing on them. And as long as sun shines on me every morning, I can give the world a fair warning. So don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying. Come on, we were stupid kids looking for a retire. Failing class, selling marijuana. We were stupid kids escaping life through this music. So don't push me, cause I'm close to the end. I'm trying not to lose my head. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. So don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. pick a block. Watching mom on drugs, wishing this would stop. Sleeping on trains, hoping I don't miss my stop. There's a thin line between love and hate, cause you either at the table or on a dinner plate. No fathers that wanted my sister to pick a race. It was all fun and games until the fist to face. Nowhere to safe since his own bus stop on the corner. Never had dreams of moving to California. Pouring out the cars, wishing that was mine. Big Bird in my head helped me keep the time. Guru, Mr. Lip taught me about the struggle. My sister's kind of reapers who looked up to.
Yo, let's give a hearty and warm round of applause for Paul Willis. What an incredible, incredible, incredible performance. Wow. Amazing, amazing. Yo, let's get Paul here for y'all so that y'all can highlight him, because that was such an incredible
Let's go! Ah, what's up, champ? What's going on?
Yo,
Oh my
what's
God,
up?
I'm
What's
I'm
up?
hyped. I'm hyped.
Yo,
Let's
so
go.
for folks that don't know, we purposefully don't show the artist their performance until they get to see it live. So this reaction is rightfully placed in that
Look, I
you
want to
should be proud
cry,
of that.
tears of joy. I want to yell and I want to scream. I'm just really excited. Y'all have no idea. You know what I mean? Y'all just have no idea. Um, yeah, no, how that came together, how it sounds, how it looks. Because we
Mhm.
can't watch ourselves. Like we're in a room, we see everything. This giant, like 50-foot wide screen. And you're like, this is incredible, but you can't see it. You know what I mean? So like being able to finally just like see how everything came together, man, it's so beautiful. So beautiful.
Uh, that's incredible. How are you doing? How has 2021 been for you?
Man, this has been an incredible year. There are so many things about this year that just made it really remarkable. I'm personally doing really incredible right now. I'm kind of riding this wave of positive momentum because it hasn't always been so positive. I had an album, Wonderland, that dropped at the start of the year. In January, we were able to release a hip hop film. It's very kind of shot in a documentary style back in March. We've been taking that on the college and university kind of circuit right now. Um, and we're looking to bring it into the school. So over the summer, I was just looking to continue that momentum and that work. And then I had this amazing offer to really just move back to the city and come back to Boston from the West Coast to really build upon the work that I was doing. So I took a job with 826 Boston, and here I am. I've been on the ground since really August 1st, August 2nd was like my first day at the new job, and just hit the ground running in terms of community building with artists and being about just hip hop education, social justice, and the community at large. So yeah, those are things that I value, and that's the space that I'm in right now. So thank you so much for asking that question.
Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. And incredible work. Just the what it takes to transition um back to a familiar place, but with forward momentum. For folks that don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself so that they kind of understand some of the context of that transition too.
Yeah. Yeah, so I grew up here in Boston. I grew up in Jamaica Plain, and I was a kid. I didn't know that there was life outside of like, Jackson Square, that Columbus Ave, Center Street, up to the Rotary. You know what I mean? Where it used to be High Lows, is now a Whole Foods. But I didn't know life outside of those blocks. I never thought I'd be on the other side of the country, creating this whole life for myself. Um, but growing up here has always meant something like really special to me. And it wasn't always easy. My grandmother raised me. My mom, struggled with alcohol and drug addiction for most of her life. So, that really kind of shaped me during my adolescent years, having to make decisions at an early age to really shape the rest of my future. So, when it was time for me to leave, my family was kind of spread out along the East Coast. And there wasn't anything that was like keeping me here at that time. And I knew I needed to give myself an opportunity to kind of spread my wings. And moving to Sacramento, I moved out there. I was working with City Year here in Boston at the time, and there was an opportunity to start up a City Year chapter in Sacramento, and was doing that work for a number of years. And a lot of the relationships that I built in the community out there, were really centered around education, nonprofit settings, the activist community. But also, while I was doing that during the day, at night, I'd throw on like the whole hip hop, what I mean, mentality, and I'd hit the open mics, I'd go to shows, and I would
Mhm.
bring the same, conscious lyrics and approach to those spaces too. And then people who meet me at hip hop shows who want to get involved in the work I was doing in schools and in community. And then people in the schools and in the community were like, "Oh, you rap too? I want to go see that." So it was like a really cool synergy for a number of years. I spent 10 years in California. So it's amazing to be back home to continue this work here. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. That's a little bit
Oh,
about me.
that's incredible, and I mean, what a way to return to like hitting the ground running with this
Yeah.
performance. Yo, the sound amazing, the vibe, the content, the connection, just the energy between you and the band, man. It's really beautiful to see. It's incredible to experience the art scene, and there's platforms like this that, like, I think really shine a light on the beautiful work of the people here. So we're just very honored and thankful to have you with us for this contest. What's coming up? What do you have next? What do you want to promote? Anything that folks should know?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of things. One, that performance doesn't happen without so many amazing, talented artists who are already here. So I just want to, give them some love. Shane Dillon just had his album release party, and he connected me with a bunch of the musicians in town to put the band together. Aaron King and the whole Bridgeside Cipher, Cambridge hip hop, just movement. Allowing me just space to just be myself and really sharpen my sword to continue that performing, because it's a habit, you know what I mean, and you can easily fall out of that. So for me, it's just about like continuing to build with the people who have supported me and people who I believe in and want to support right back. The Worcester Hip Hop Congress is doing some amazing work archiving footage and hip hop history out in the city of Worcester. The Bridgeside Cipher, Cambridge Hip Hop Collective, they're looking to do more work in education and nonprofit spaces and activist spaces, while still keeping the Cipher as just this place for MCs to come together, and iron sharpens iron, really keep that space what it is. So it's been amazing to continue to build that community through hip hop. I'm looking to do more of that. I want to see hip hop artists get into more schools, because we know that there's not as much funding for arts programs. And for me, hip hop has been one of the most transformative tools for justice. So I think that we can be leaders in the education space. So I want to model that myself, not just be a role model, but a real model. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying. And I don't have all the money in the world, but we're getting to it. So if I can connect with people along that journey, that's what I'm looking to do. So whether it's at the college university level or the K through 12 space or any other kind of community space, and you're trying to be a positive force in the community, we're speaking the same language. So let's connect. There's no
Yep.
manager, there's no label, there's nobody in between. Like if you DM me or send me an email or a text message, I'm going to respond. Like that's how this whole thing has happened. So yeah, the folks can connect with me in those ways.
Ah, amazing, incredible, incredible. In some ways, I feel like you kind of answered this, but just to throw it out there, why should people vote for you to win?
Yeah, because really I'm about like hip hop, education, social justice, building community. And if you're about those things too, then you should vote for me. It's that simple for me. Also, I think the other thing that makes these stories special is that they're all about growing up here. Those songs, the details in those stories, those are all 100% like real, actual facts, from my life. Those are stories that I wanted to share with folks because they see where I'm at in my journey now, and they're like, "Wow, you're such this positive person. you must have been this woke baby, but it wasn't always sweet. So I wanted to give people a little bit of that history. So I'm literally sharing myself with you, and I'm giving you my story and my everything in the music and through performances like that. And if you want to see more of that, you know, you got to vote for me. You got to support, the artistry so I can come back and do more of that.
Word. Well, yo, y'all heard it straight from the man's mouth, Paul Willis. Thank you so much for rocking out with us, for putting your heart out, for putting your art out there for folks to experience and connect with. Again, my name is Tim Hall. You can go and vote right now. Hit up the chat, hit up our IG links. Everybody call up the street to the person up the street. They know it. They'll tell it to you. All that. Go ahead and vote right now. Again, this is Versus or Vibes battle. Tomorrow and Wednesday we have the remainder of the contestants. So make sure you all tune in. And on Friday we have the judges panel featuring some incredible judges. Mayamona Youssef, aka Moo Moo Fresh, will be in the building. Danielle Johnson, aka Miss Hot Sauce, will be in the building. And Kerjawan Freeman, aka Free, will be in the building. So stay tuned to this Friday for the judges panel. Again, my name is Tim Hall. This is BAMS Fest. Have a great night.
Appreciate y'all. Peace.